Hey everybody, welcome back to Settle Out West OG. I'm Marcus. So I was woken up 6 a.m. this morning by, of all things, cows. And yeah, and I gotta apologize. Like, I didn't immediately pick up the camera and start videotaping because, like, in the heat of the moment, I was just so furious about the fact that, I've got 16 acres out here, and so, like, the cows are usually, like, over there when they come through grazing, and, like, I don't do anything about it because, I'm not using that land over there for anything over there, so I'm not even over there. I'm just in this little bit of area over here trying to put something together, trying to build things when I can for the channel and trying to make it, as livable as possible. And the cows come through and they do horrendous things like, I just bought 4 trees and they ripped up and ate 3 of them this morning. When I opened the window to see why my dog was going crazy outside, there was literally a cow outside of the window that was eye to eye with me, chewing on my water hose. So, this spurred me into immediate furious action, and I found myself building a fence today. Now, like I said, and again, I apologize to the channel. I really should be recording more when I start doing these things, but I end up kind of puttering around and doing things. This was not puttering. This was furiously building a solution. So I don't have a gate, as you all know, and I've been talking about putting one up, but it really wasn't priority to me, as long as I could figure out like a way to deter the cows from walking up into the driveway. And today I royally failed at that. I had my truck over here blocking it, but you see, they walked all around the truck. And on this side over here, I've stamped all over it a lot, but this is where the front of the truck was, and they cut themselves a little path to mosey on in from there. Because the fence is almost all the way down to the end of the block there, which is about almost 5 acres. They chose this. Instead of walking the long way, they chose to just mosey around my truck and get in here and get right up to all my stuff and come over here eating everything. And it's interesting because the cows are kind of a blessing and a curse, in the sense that, all of this is low now. Like, all of this grass and stuff is low because the cows ate it. And I guess as a comparison, you see my neighbor over here, like, all of his grass is pretty tall. It's not like jungle tall or anything, but it's much taller, and that's where mine was before the cows got over here. I had been trying to figure out what I was going to do about this right here, like the grass underneath the panels, because it was just sprouting out and it was starting to shade the panels a bit, but nothing crazy. In fact, now that we've got our winter sun, you see that my camper is shading these panels quite a bit this early in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock, I think. But by 10, 11, it's fine. I'm getting full sun on them and pulling about 2 kilowatts, so it's cool. I don't stress it too much. Plus, I'm putting more on top of the house back there, so it'll be fine. Anywho, yeah, so I had planted 4 new trees. I didn't show them because they were so tiny, and they were barely growing, but the cows came through and ate 3 of those, one of them right out of the pot, right next to the hot tub, which I sorely did not appreciate. So all that goes to say, I am out here building a gate out of wood and barbed wire today. I had wanted to get an iron gate that that would swing open and close, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So I'm out here building it, and that's what I'm working on this morning. So you see the frame over there where I started building one half of it already, and that's pretty much going to be it. I'm filling the interior area with about, I'm thinking, 3 strands of barbed wire, and yeah, so we'll go from there. Do that. I'm over here with my workbench, taking the other side, and yeah, once I get them both up, I've got to run out and grab some. I'm gonna have to run out and grab I want to put two wheels on the bottom so that it slides, and then also the braces for it to hold on to the posts on each side, just to make sure that it's able to be leveled and swing open and closed or slide open and closed. I'm still undecided. Maybe I'll put rails so that it slides open, slides instead of opens up. We'll see. Either way, I've got to get down to the store later today and figure that out. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working on this, and I'll check in with you guys later on. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps a lot, a lot, a lot. So if you could do me that favor to like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And keep watching the channel. Thank you so much for watching up till now. And let me get back to work. Talk to you guys soon. Of course, she's going to try and come in here now. that's right. Okay. I'm out of screws again, so I'm gonna have to go back and just so you guys are aware of what I'm doing. This is all recycled still from the garage that we built about 6 months ago at this point. Huh? Actually, closer to 10 months. Huh? Well, yeah, this is all more recycled material. Um, and in the process of recycling the wood, I'm also recycling the screws because the screws that I bought to build the house are about a half inch longer, and so they'd all be protruding from this. And so at this point, it's either go out and buy new screws or recycle the used materials I have here. This is just for a gate. You know what? It's not built for 10 years. If it looks dilapidated in a couple of years, I'll either replace it or make adjustments, whatever the case may be, and go from there. So it's a mostly free gate. So that's what I'm doing. And also, once I have this looking exactly like that one, the next steps are going to be to put 3 strands of barbed wire around them, and that way they can still block out anybody or anything from coming in, but they're also going to be less wind resistant that way. So, uh, off to get more screws. I'm out of screws. And as I'm out here scavenging screws, because I don't actually necessarily need any of this wood right now, but um, as I'm out here scavenging screws still, uh, I'm noticing a lot of really good planks, which will be good for putting up the bathroom walls. Because I still haven't done any of that work on the interior of the little house. But yeah, I've clearly got plenty of materials, and it's been, depending on your point of view, either gloriously without rain or tragically without rain out here for the better part of about 20 days or so. So I think we've pretty much got the rainy season behind us, and it's just a matter of building, and all these materials should be good for the most part. It's getting chilly in the morning, so there'll be a little bit of dew and moisture from that, but it's kind of it. So my poor chewed up little oak tree. It didn't look like it was doing great anyway, but I got the roots back down in there, and we'll see if it lives through this shock. Time will tell. It looks as though this side of the gate is actually makes sense though, because I pulled a lot of the wood from over there as I'm taking apart the walls, whereas that side I just did with wood that I had laying out here, and that side was a lot more warped and twisted, and so I had to literally get my vise out, my clamp, and clamp it down before I screwed it together, because there was no way, and probably we'll still end up having problems with that side, but like I said, it's not meant to be a 10-year project, and I'll fix it as I go. goes again. Back to it. Alright, so I've never worked with barbed wire before. Probably going to check this out off camera, so in case I get all cut up and bloodied and crazy. And I'll get back with you guys when it's all done. Alright, so with only been stuck twice, I managed to get the 3 strands through the way that I wanted to. And now I realize, again, why I had decided to put it over there first. Because now I can't exactly carry all this barbed wire on my shoulder, so I'm going to have to drag it across the yard. That'll be fun. But also, look at that guy. Huh. Also, it's starting to get hot out. Finally, this morning it was like 50 degrees when I first got out here, which is why you see me in pants for the first time in a while. But it's getting hot, so I'm gonna have to take a break and pick up at about 5 o'clock. So I'll finish this project then, and see you guys. Here we go. So even leaving about a foot between those for the braces and the hinges, I've got about 2 feet in between these, which is falling. Oh well. All right, which, as the cows have shown us, is more than enough to get around, because this morning I had my truck out here blocking the cows, and yeah, they kind of stampeded in and around it on both sides. So I think a foot will stop them, but having this 2-foot gap in the middle looks like it's going to be, even with chains across it, probably where they push at and where they have the best chance of just getting in here. So back to the drawing board. I'm going to figure out some interim solutions. I don't want to rebuild this. I mean, I think the easy, obvious answer is to do 12-foot lengths instead of 10-foot. And that would give me the extra foot that I need on each side to connect the two right there. But I'm not taking this apart. I'm not doing it all over. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Maybe what I'll end up doing is putting a post here somewhere, because there's my property line right here. My buddy, my neighbor here, was super nice enough to say that I can connect my fence with the braces to his post, because it's already got the concrete in the ground, so I don't have to re-concrete anything. And also, pulling this way is only going to serve to reinforce his fencing all around. So I will connect it on that side, but again, that leaves me this huge dip in the middle. And even more than that, the ground is not level. So when it comes to the fallen side there, like pushing it in, I've obviously got that light that I'm going to have to move, and maybe even the property marker if I wanted to slide in. Now, if I wanted to slide out, there's a mound right here. I don't know how well it translates on the camera, but yeah, that's going to stop it from swinging open over here unless I put it up high enough. So, okay, I could just do high enough, and that'll take care of that. And that way I can just swing out instead of swinging in, and everybody's happy. All right. So yeah, figuring out what I'm going to do with that distance in between and going from there. Like I said, though, it's hot, so I'm going inside, and we'll pick up later.